Hi, I'm Malcolm Maiden and this is the Business and Markets Report for this Wednesday, March the 13th. And the big news today is the NAB's big management shuffle and its new plan to save money by encouraging customers to serve themselves. NAB Chief Executive Cameron Klein told analysts who gathered this morning for a strategy update and details of a widely expected management shuffle that there had been so much speculation about the announcement that you'd think NAB was announcing the new Pope. He said he hoped it wasn't going to be an anticlimax, and while the identity of the new Pope remains a mystery, Klein did what was expected and announced some big changes. They all revolve around what Klein says is a re-engineering of the group to reflect the fact that the world has moved on since March 2009, when the newly appointed Klein announced his first medium-term plan. At that time, he said he aimed to strengthen NAB's balance sheet, focus on efficiency and service quality, differentiate NAB in the market and focus on building NAB's Australian businesses. That job is largely done, although the NAB's UK banking exposure continues to be a black mark. Now, however, Klein says the group has to embrace a world where the shift to digital connections with customers is accelerating. It's also a world where Australia's links with Asia are strengthening and where market demographics are changing, with the average age of customers rising, for example, and their needs changing as the baby boomers move into retirement. It's also a post-crisis world where loan growth is slow, and Klein says that NAB is responding by simplifying and standardising its businesses and the products that it offers. It's also rationalising and centralising technology and pushing harder into the digital world. There's going to be more self-service right across the group, online and even in bank branches. Klein says NAB isn't going to be cutting the number of branches, but it will be downsizing their average size or square meterage footprint by about 25%. Some customers won't like this heavier push into digital and self-service, but Klein says the numbers are with those who want more digital connections and more self-service. Over 40% of internet banking logins are, for example, now made with mobile devices, and that connection only became available in 2009. As part of a raft of senior management changes, Klein also confirmed that the group's Chief Financial Officer, Mark Joyner, will be standing down by the end of the year. An internal and external search will find his replacement, and that will dictate the timing of that change. A new job has been created, Group Executive Product and Markets, and the NAB's boss of business banking, Rick Sawyers, gets it. He will be in charge of simplifying and consolidating the NAB's products across all of its divisions. The group's personal banking boss, Lisa Gray, has a new role steering technology transformation across the group, and Andrew Hagger has been appointed to replace the departing Steve Tucker as boss of NAB Wealth, the business that includes MLC. Klein acknowledges that NAB isn't alone in making these changes. The other groups are headed in the same direction, and one of the reasons they're going there is that digital service channels are cheaper to run once they're installed, particularly if they're centralised as NAB plans. There's a capital cost as the infrastructure and software goes in, and in NAB's case, Klein says the group will be investing about $1 billion to $1.3 billion a year over the next 5 years. The spend in the last 2 years, by comparison, was just over $1 billion. He says, however, that at the end of the 5th year, NAB should have locked in annual cost savings of $800 million. The aim is that the annual savings will exceed the amount that NAB spends to win it. That's the Business and Markets Report for this Wednesday, March the 13th. I'm Malcolm Maiden, and I'll see you later.